Hello everybody and welcome to the Trading Setup channel. My name is Niku and on this channel we explore the world of trading. And I hope you're all in a good mood today and ready to learn a new trading strategy. And don't forget to join my trading community on Telegram. There you'll find tons of support to help develop your trading skills. Don't be shy, click the link in the description and join up today. It is completely free. Now let's head over to the platform and we'll have a look at what I've prepared for you today. As always, let's get our platform set up first and then we can start looking for some entries. First thing we're going to do is just make sure that our candle time period is set to 30 seconds and our expiry time is set to 1 minute. Next up, we're going to add 3 moving averages to our chart and then we just need to change some values. First moving average, we're going to change to 20 and we're going to change to exponential moving average. And then I'm just going to make these lines a little bit thicker so that we can see them more clearly. The second moving average, we're going to change to 50. Again, we're going to change it to exponential and I'm just going to change the color again as well. And then the last one, we're going to set to 100. Again, we're exponential and then we're just going to change the color again. So the color isn't that important. It's just to make it more easy to see. And then we're going to add one more indicator and that's going to be the Schaff Trend Cycle. We're going to leave the values of this indicator on default, but for me I'm just going to change the color of the line here because personally I find the dark blue line a little bit difficult to see. But that's, again, it's a personal preference. It doesn't matter what color it is. Set it up so that you can see it clearly, but as long as we leave the values on default. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for areas where the moving averages are either opening up or at best running parallel to each other. If they're closing in, we're not going to be interested in we're not going to look for trades while the moving averages is closing up. And then we're just going to take sell trades when the Schaff Trend Cycle goes into the sell zone, if price is moving downwards and my moving averages is coming down, and when it's moving up we'll be taking buy trades as soon as the Schaff Trend as it enters a buy zone. There's a good example there of a buy we could have had. And that's what we're going to do. So now that we're all set up, we're ready to start flipping through some assets and look for some entries. We can start looking for trades and we're going to start flipping through the assets to see if we can pick up anything. We're going to look first of all for the moving averages to see if they are opening up or closing. And then we're going to look at the Schaff Trend Cycle to see whether it's moving into the sell zone or into the buy zone, depending on which direction we're going. And because it's a 30-second chart, we shouldn't take too long to pick up a few entries. This might give us an entry very soon. I think we'll sit on this for a few seconds to see if this does turn up. At the moment, my moving averages are all going upwards. They're running parallel to each other. If we get a massive red candle though, it's going to turn this moving average down. As we can see, it's happening. But we'll give it a few seconds. Maybe it's going to push up and pull it back up again. If it doesn't, we'll have to go to a different asset. Yep. We just missed this. I'm going to take this anyway. This is a very decent upwards trend. Schaff Trend Cycle just went into the buy zone on the previous candle, and this candle did push down a little bit, so this should be a decent entry position for us. And we can see that the moving averages are opening up and all pointing upwards, so this should be a decent trade for us. Barely made it. If I got to this chart on this candle, I wouldn't have taken the trade anymore because that would have been too long since we had the crossover there. But the crossover happened right on, actually on that red candle. We were just in time for this. 20 seconds left on this. Let's see what happens. Beautiful green candle. This is what we want. Fantastic. Excellent entry. Let's see if we can pick up another one. This might give us an entry soon. We can see that my lines are pointing downwards. They have been a little bit erratic, for a bit, but it's pointing downwards. They're running next to parallel to each other, and if we get some red candles here, we'll make a new low, which will be great. And when that happens, we should see the Schaff Trend Cycle go into the sell zone, and we can just take a sell position to go along with it. If we see some green candles though, this asset needs to I do want to see it close below this level here. If not, I'm not going to get into a position on this, but this should see it pushing downwards. It looks like it's not going to happen though. It's fine. We're not going to take any entries that doesn't look good. We're only going to look for good entries. That's, where was this crossover on this candle? I'm going to go with this. Again, we barely made it. The crossover happened on this here, so this should be a decent entry for us. We're going to wait and see. Another positive point is that we just broke this low as well, this high as well. Price pushed right past this high here, so we should be fine with a buy trade here. We can clearly see that the overall direction is upwards. 20 seconds left on this. Let's see what happens. Beautiful push upwards. That's fantastic. Okay, let's see if we can pick up one more. This is not a trade I'm going to be taking. The reason for this is that moving average, the 50 moving average has started turning up. We can clearly see it's started to turn upwards, so I'm going to skip on this. It's not I want them opening up. I want the moving averages to be opening up properly, and those are not. So if you're unsure whether it's opening up or not opening up, skip the trade and just wait for the next entry. It's always the better thing to do. If you're unsure, just skip it completely. You should never be afraid to just let the trade go or an entry go. And this might give an entry, but it's going to take a while. Let's start at the top of the list again, see what's happening. Because it's 30-second charts, the charts change so quickly, especially if you're away for a few minutes. And that's in part the reason why you should never force trades. Don't be afraid to let the trade go. Don't be scared that you're going to miss out on a trade or something. Take the good entries only. It's much better. I've said so many times, I will rather take only 5 trades a day, but all 5 of those are the correct decision, then take 40 trades a day and end up with only 20 or so. Win rate is important, so let the bad trades go and take the good ones only. We should pick up something relatively shortly. This looks like it might give us a decent entry. If this does push downwards from here and doesn't clear this area, we'll go to the next asset. I do want this again to clear this recent level here, because if it doesn't, it becomes it might start reversing, because we know if price hits support and gets rejected, usually tells us it's going in the opposite direction. Same goes for resistance, as we are seeing here. Price isn't clearing this area, but we'll sit on it and just wait a second or two and see what happens. There we go. So on the next candle we should be able to enter a buy trade, because this one will push the Schaff Trend Cycle into the buy zone. Everything in me is telling me this is going to push downwards, but we do have the crossover and we're going with it. These lines are, the moving averages are opening up beautifully. They are all pointing upwards and very sharply as well, which is great. should have enough momentum to carry us through this trade. Halfway through it, let's see what happens. And it was a beautiful entry as well. And that's it. Take the good entries. If you're unsure, rather leave the trade. And yeah, a very simple strategy. Just pay attention to the moving averages. And that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. The strategy might look a little bit complex, but once you understand it, it can bring great results. And as always, if you need help learning and want a better understanding of the basics of trading, my private Telegram community is just the place to do that. There you can watch me trade live, and I help people understand the fundamentals of technical analysis. You can join for free by clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code on the screen. And if you do, there's a nice little bonus waiting for you. Thank you for watching again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, may the pips be with you.